This is the Overdue Homework Podcast.
Welcome to the show. That's Trav. I'm Drew.
And I'm Trav.
This is the Overdue Homework Podcast, and as always, we are here to give you our opinions on 80s and 90s media. Do not forget to email us at podcast@overduehomework.com.
And if you're not already following us on Instagram and Facebook, it's at Overdue Homework Podcast. And of course, make sure you're watching YouTube, Overdue Homework Podcast. Subscribe, leave a like.
And find us everywhere on the interwebs at overduepodcast.com. It's just that easy, Trav. How are you doing today, Trav?
I'm doing really good, Drew.
Good.
A few cool things have happened since the last we recorded. So we went to the state fair.
Nice.
That was awesome. Best new food is deep fried bacon. How is that not a thing that's been done already in the past is beyond me.
Is that the one on the stick?
Nope.
Okay.
So this was like double tempura battered fried, like they looked like fries,
Nice.
but bacon. Amazing, obviously.
Yes.
Gears of War remake came out. That's been consuming a lot of my time.
Nice.
On PlayStation, believe it or not.
Yes.
The console war is over.
It's over.
On PlayStation. 18 years since I was poning noobs on there, but I'm back at it.
That's awesome.
And possibly the coolest news, Adam Thielen is back in Minnesota, baby.
Heck yeah. He'll be good for, a couple catches a game. He'll be good for, maybe
Solid.
maybe 1,000 yards this year receiving.
Solid.
Yeah, so yeah.
I believe in him. He's 35. Everyone's like, he's so old. I'm 36, Drew. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. How you been doing, Drew?
Really, really good. I also went to the state fair since the last time we podcasted, which was a lot of fun. It's a really good opportunity for us to spend most of a day because Cam goes to daycare. We bring Evelyn to the state fair, so
Sure.
then it's just Evelyn concentration. What do you want to do, Evelyn? What do you want to eat? Let's go spend a bunch of time at the Midway. We graduated from the Kidway,
Hey.
and we are at the Midway
Nice.
now. Last year, I don't know if I feel like I may have told this story, but when we went last year to the state fair, we went to the Kidway because Evelyn was a little younger. The Midway stuff was a little bit too advanced for her. She had an awesome time at the Kidway, and then she's like, we had just enough for one more of like the fun house rides that are like a trailer basically that gets expanded up and stuff
Sure.
like that. And it was like a haunted like ghost ship thing. And she went through it by herself. I was like, I can't go. We don't have enough credits for us both to go. So she's like, I still want to go. I want to go. She goes. She comes out the other side in a little boat thing that's on a track, and she just got her arms crossed, just got a frowny face, and just like, She hated it.
Not fun.
And we had to leave immediately after that. So it was like a terrible way to end the state fair that
She
year.
was just on cloud 9 all
Yes.
day and like, one more fun thing.
Yep.
And now she thinks, today sucks.
Honestly, that's kind of how it was. But this year, nothing like that. It was an absolutely beautiful day at the fair when we went.
The
It
weather
was
was amazing.
high of like 72 degrees
Yeah.
when we went. Usually you're sweating your ass off at
I
the
was
state
like
fair.
legitimately chilly for a little bit, which I was fine with.
Yes,
Like,
and for all our international listeners and viewers out there, the Minnesota State Fair is the preeminent state fair in the United States of America.
definitely.
If anybody says, "Oh, Texas is better," Texas,
Nah.
no, it's Minnesota State Fair by far.
By far.
We also went to the Renaissance Festival.
Oh,
in the
nice.
time. Yeah, I haven't
Doubled up.
We went to the Renaissance Festival like a week later, and we went with my parents, my sister, and her son, so my nephew Jack, and then Evelyn. So it's just the 6 of us.
Sure.
I haven't been to the Renaissance Festival since I was like 15.
Yeah.
So it's been a really long time. Another absolutely beautiful day.
Yep.
It's not quite as rambunctious as I remember. I remember people being way more in your face and
Yep.
way more like,
Way more cosplaying going
Yes.
on and like, buy this trinket
Yes.
and be a part of my tribe.
it seemed like the people were less into it
Yeah.
this time around. And maybe my memory is a little bit clouded because it was a long time ago, but I just remember, I remember thinking before we left for this trip, I hope Evelyn can handle getting made fun of,
Yeah.
But none of that stuff happened at all.
Sure. Good.
I did see numerous men without assless chaps is the is the wrong word for it, but there was bare bottoms and cod pieces and stuff, and I was like,
All right.
this is interesting.
I don't remember that when I was a kid.
Oh, there was some bare bottoms. Some bare bottoms and cod pieces, Trav.
I assume you watched the juggler that's been there since we were kids.
No juggler this time.
He wasn't there?
No.
Or you just didn't watch it?
I didn't see a juggler at
Oh,
all.
okay.
We did see some knife throwing, though, which was pretty sweet.
Nice.
It was very, very sweet. No juggler. So that juggler guy,
Yep.
okay, that juggler guy, I might actually know who that person is.
Like on a personal level.
Like
beyond the Renaissance.
On a personal level from when I was like a teenager.
Oh, okay.
If it's the same person we're talking about.
I think so.
Is about my age or older?
Older now, I
Okay.
think.
Well, but like, would you say that he is about my age, the person?
Maybe. I
Maybe.
don't know. He's got a lot more gray than you, I feel like.
Interesting,
but-
interesting. Well, there was a kid I played hockey with. He went to the other high school in town.
Sure.
And actually, I worked with his father, which is interesting enough. He juggled at the Renaissance Festival for many, many, many years. I didn't see him there this year, but he was my age. He's a very good Aaron Beam. If you're out there, Aaron, I know you're a listener.
We know you're a listener.
know you're a listener. I didn't see you there. No juggler, but I saw some knife throwing. That was pretty
Nice.
sweet. That was
Yeah,
pretty
he was
sweet.
always my favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
And I hadn't went since I was a kid until like 5-6 years ago,
Yeah.
and he was there. So
Nice.
like almost the same thing, but it was awesome.
Must have been his off day when we went.
Must have been.
But we saw jousting, we saw horse stuff, we saw lots of poop because
Poop?
there's lots of poop there.
Did you chuck any tomatoes at anybody?
No,
or-
no chucking any tomatoes. No chucking any tomatoes. The food was good. It's way more reasonably priced than the state fair
I
is, which
bet,
is great.
yeah.
But they do nickel and dime you at the Renaissance Festival. Everything costs a little bit of money. We're
Yep.
at the state fair. Once you're in, it's kind of you're just buying food is the
Yeah.
only thing, unless you want to go to the Midway or something like that.
Right.
But they nickel and dime you. The tipping is out of control in our culture. I tell
It
you
is,
what.
dude.
But spent way more money at the state fair than I did at the Renaissance
Definitely.
Festival.
I got a
so-
turkey leg at the state fair.
Oh,
I
nice.
felt like I was at the Renaissance with that, but
I had a euro at the Renaissance Festival, so not necessarily like time period
Yeah.
specific, but it was still good.
nice.
It was really good. It was really good. It was a lot of fun. It was a beautiful day. We had to spend like 20 minutes looking for our car because it was just a sea of cars when we got out of there. So I was like, let's split up. Let's find the car. Let's find the car. We found it. We made it home. It was a great trip. And Evelyn said she wants to go back to the Renaissance Festival and the State Fair again next year. And
Nice.
hopefully Mom and Cam can come with next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully Cam will be the perfect age for that stuff next
Hitting
year.
up that kid way.
Yeah, kidway. All right, Trav, with all of that out of the way, why don't we get over to the homework review?
We should probably mosey on over to that.
There's no articles because it's a DBZ episode, so if you want to learn more about DBZ, go back into our catalog. Dig through our catalog and find those other DBZ
There's a
episodes.
lot.
There's a lot of them. Find them and listen to them. Chronological order. Do it like I said last time we did DBZ. Email us if you did that. I'd love for you to do that. And of course, our homework review for this week is DBZ Season 2, episodes 52 through 54, and the movie Tree of Might. And Tree of Might originally played between episodes 54 and 55. It has nothing to do with Season 2, but it's amazing. We'll get to it.
Yes.
And unfortunately, or fortunately, unfortunately, this ends the summer of DBZ. So until next year, you will not be getting any more DBZ.
Nope.
Heartbroken. I know, dear listener. I know, dear listener. All right, Trav, well, let's get on into it then
Let's
here.
do it.
All right, starting off with episode number 52, The Past and the Present. The adventure continues today. We're back on King Kai's planet, and we have a little chat with Yamcha, telepathic chat with between Goku and Yamcha. Yamcha is complaining about the 10 times gravity on King Kai's planet. What a pussy.
What a pussy.
Goku's at 30 times already.
Yeah.
Come on. So that equals 3 times stronger than Yamcha immediately
Yeah,
already.
minimum.
We find out that Goku is only 5 days away from Namek.
Hey.
5 days.
How many episodes? We'll never know.
75, something like that. And Goku fills in the crew about Vegeta, Bulma, and Krillin, plus some other bad guys on Namek. someone even stronger than Vegeta, if you can believe it.
I can't.
Goku can't believe it right now, at least. Did you happen to catch that guy's name? No, he didn't. He didn't catch that name. So King Kai goes to check by using his brain powers, and he confirms it. It's Frieza! And he's pretty scared. He's pretty scared that it's Frieza.
Why wouldn't you be?
I don't blame it. I'm afraid of Frieza, and he's a cartoon.
Yeah.
He's the strongest and fiercest opponent you could ever face, Goku. So don't go anywhere near him. Don't face Frieza at any cost. You can't beat him.
So in Goku's head, it's like, I can't wait for the challenge.
He even says, well, what about the Dragon Balls? I mean, can I at least try to find them? No. No, you cannot, Goku.
Aw, come on.
Luckily for everybody, Piccolo steps in and he says that he will train to help Goku out. They will all train to help Goku out.
Oh, yeah, we're going to need him.
And the one thing, though, the only way that King Kai will train any of them on King Kai's planet is if they promise not to go after Frieza. So Piccolo and crew, they promise that they won't go fight Frieza. One thing, though, Piccolo's obviously lying.
Piccolo's obviously lying, and what if Frieza fights them?
Exactly. He's crazy if he thinks I'll keep that promise. No bones about it, Piccolo, no bones about it. All of Goku's dead friends know that they have to train extra hard to fight Frieza. The first test, not the final test, the first test, they have to make King Kai laugh. Oh, King Kai.
Oh, King Kai.
So over to Namek. Smash cuts. Over to Namek. Dende and Krillin are still looking for Guru, and Vegeta is sensing something. Two of them, not with Frieza. So he heads over to them because Vegeta is a man of action.
Yes, he is.
He is a man of action. Back over to King Kai's planet, and the great joke contest begins. Yamcha and Chaozu, they're quite the comedians, and they easily pass the test. Piccolo and Tien, on the other hand, are not.
Nah.
So Tien gets some help from Yamcha. Okay, try this one. It'll work. This joke is right up this guy's alley. Let's do it! You can tuna. You can. What's next? Oh, Tien, he just told you, buddy.
Yeah.
You should know, Tien. Come on. Tien has never felt pressure like this.
No, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
He's so serious. It's
So serious.
Like the hardest challenge he's ever had to
like
face
he
in his
had
life.
to literally focus his energy to do this joke.
Have we talked about the fact that Tien is actually an alien?
No, but he does have a third eye.
He's part of an alien species called the Triclopses. Because I was just watching this, I'm like, why the hell does Tien have a third eye? That's why he's actually an alien. Who knew? I didn't know. Who knew?
I definitely didn't put that together.
Who knew? Any way you look at it, though, that bit is absolutely hilarious. Tien trying to make a joke is so, like, out of character for him. It just is absolutely hilarious to me. I absolutely love it. Piccolo, on the other hand, he thinks this whole thing is pathetic.
Yeah.
Pathetic. So, over to Namek, and Vegeta is closing in on Krillin and Dende. So they have to hide again, because that's all they can do.
Yep.
Suddenly, Vegeta veers off. There's another big power level. Turns out it's Zarbon.
It's Zarbon.
I'm sure of it. Without Frieza to protect him, he'll be easy prey. I mean, that's what you think, Vegeta. That's what you think, at least. Back with Goku, and he's going up to 50 times gravity already. Dear God, Goku.
Which is code for Yamcha, just quit now. Because you're complaining at 10 times, pretending like you're going to help with Frieza. You died from a Cyberman. Okay? You're done. You're done.
Boy.
You're officially useless. Season 2. It's over.
It's over. You're done. So King Kai and 3 of the 4 fighters are moving on to harder training. It's time to catch bubbles.
Hey.
It's not as easy as it looks. It took Goku almost 3 weeks to do it. And once again, Piccolo thinks that's pathetic.
It kind of is.
So off goes Bubbles. Tien, Yamcha, and Chaozu, they can't even do it. They just can't do it. They can hardly even walk on the planet, it seems like at this point still. Piccolo can, though. He catches Bubbles almost instantly.
Which is pretty badass.
It is very badass. He's just like, I'm already at Goku's level when he left the planet, basically.
I did it.
Here it is. But he hasn't earned the right to train with King Kai yet, and Piccolo scoffs. Fine, I don't have time for any of this monkey business. And that's the joke. That's the joke that gets him past the first test.
Yeah.
That's the joke. King Kai thinks it's hilarious. It's the way he said it. Monkey business. On Namek again, and it's time for Zarbon versus Vegeta. Vegeta is cocky.
Say what?
Believe it or not.
No.
Believe it or not, Vegeta is cocky. And Zarbon, he doesn't believe that Vegeta beat Dodoria. I mean, Dodoria is missing.
Right. Kind of,
I mean...
add the pieces up here.
Where is the Doria?
Yeah.
Where is the Doria? Soon the power of immortality will be Vegeta's. Zarbon doesn't think that he can hold a candle to Frieza, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
You can't beat Frieza, so it doesn't matter.
Who cares?
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And the fight is on. And it's quite the fight.
It's badass.
I love this fight.
Mhm.
Absolutely love it. Vegeta surprises Zarbon, deflecting his energy blast. I love how when Zarbon does send that energy blast towards Vegeta, how Vegeta like blocks it, and then like the energy ball is like bending around his arm, and he just deflects it away. I love that. It looks so cool. It looks so cool. Dende and Krillin, they take this opportunity to get to Guru while Zarbon and Vegeta fight. Makes sense. Get the hell out of there.
Definitely.
You guys are going to be killed.
Here's your
Here's your chance. Vegeta is going toe-to-toe with Zarbon. Zarbon is surprised at this. He's surprised at Vegeta's skill and strength. Vegeta's skills have come a long way, but have they come along enough? Zarbon doesn't think so.
He sure doesn't. We're on to Zarbon's surprise. Locked in a life or death struggle, Vegeta seems to have the upper hand over Zarbon. So I'm not strong enough to beat you. Funny, it seems like that's exactly what I'm doing, unless you're holding back.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Have you ever heard the saying that beauty is only skin deep?
That's a good Zarbon. Go with it.
Don't be so hasty, Vegeta. You don't want to spoil the surprise, and it's a good one.
And it's a good one. Oh, Zarbon.
Let's see it. Consider yourself warned. With great pleasure, I introduce to you the Beast one.
Uh-oh, Vegeta.
Dende and Krillin, they're getting closer to Guru,
Yep.
and we also find out that there really isn't night on Namek. They have 3 suns. So, yeah, if one goes out, no problem. We got a backup. And we got a backup to the backup. So,
I mean, it makes sense for a species that only needs water to survive.
Yeah,
They're basically plants.
Krillin has a line that makes no sense. No wonder you're all green. Like, how does that even add up? Like, they have 3 suns. Right.
Right.
Yep, that
Yep,
makes
exactly.
green. Yep. But they're basically plants, like you said, because all they need is water to survive. And, hey, they're green. So, back to Vegeta and a newly transformed Zarbon. And the tables have turned on Vegeta here.
Yes.
Zarbon is pummeling the shit out of Vegeta.
He really is. He really is.
Those nasty headbutts.
Like, just over and over and over. And
I love that scene, though. That's iconic for
just
sure.
bloodies Vegeta immediately.
rocking 'em.
Yeah, I love that.
Back to Goku. He's still training in 50 times gravity. He seems to have mastered that level of gravity since we last saw him.
Yep.
So, 10 minutes of an episode, and he's already mastered 50. So, again, Yamcha, it's done. So it's time for a break. If he can keep going at this rate, he'll be ready for Vegeta.
I would hope so.
I would hope so.
Vegeta hasn't done any high gravity training.
He sure hasn't.
I mean, he did recover. I mean,
he's had the ass kicked and recovered, but
right.
so did
Goku. Maybe their medical pods like facilitate his regeneration so he can gain more power than just naturally healing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems like Goku still has
Seems
the upper
like he
hand.
should be way upper hand here.
Yes.
How is the training on King Kai's planet going? Goku will need their help.
Yes.
Especially if Frieza's as fierce as King Kai says he is.
He is.
Yeah, he is. Tien, Yamcha, and Chaozu are still chasing Bubbles with a big mallet this time.
Sure.
That's supposed to be for Gregory, but okay. And King Kai is trying to enjoy his dinner between mallet smashes. I guess that steak's been Tiendonized. And back to Zarbon versus Vegeta. Things are not going well for Vegeta still. No, I won't lose. Bad news, Vegeta. You are losing. He's doing all he can just to avoid Zarbon's attacks
Like
at
he
this
is
point.
on the run.
Yeah, he's
is
like, okay, this shit sucks.
Yes, he is on the run completely. He's not even doing any attacking, no blocking or anything. He's just doing all dodging. That's it.
Right after the classic cocky Vegeta.
Yep.
You know,
He's
just
like, "Oh, shit."
pushing it too much. But even Dende and Krillin noticed this fight. Very intense power levels, obviously.
The horizon is glowing.
Right. To them, I mean, it's got to be like the strongest clash they've ever sensed to this point.
I would assume so.
Because, Vegeta's stronger than the fight they had on Earth, and Zarbon is stronger than anyone they've sensed to this point if he's stronger than Vegeta.
Right.
So it's a pretty damn big fight, that's for sure.
Yes.
Zarbon has had enough. It is time for him to end this game right now. So it's lights out for Vegeta as Zarbon pile drives him into the ground. Ouch.
Ouch. The way, like, when he has Vegeta, like, in that bear hug and they're just, like, nose diving to the ground and Vegeta's like, like, it's just, like, it's intense. Like, it seems like Vegeta is in fear for his life at this moment.
Which he kind of is.
Yeah.
Sweet dreams, Prince.
Just wow. Just wow.
Just wow. That was one hell of a slam. So huge that the crater fills with water. That has to be the end of Vegeta, right? Yeah, he's dead. It's over. Zarbon doesn't take time to check, though, because why would he? Gotta have the story continue on. So Zarbon transforms back and heads back to Frieza. He'll want to hear this news, I'm guessing. Over to Bulma and Gohan. Remember them? They're still in the episode, right? Bulma's complaining, naturally. And Gohan doesn't have a care in the world because he knows that Goku's on his way.
Daddy, my daddy's on the way.
Daddy! Krillin and Dende, they notice the fight is over. Who do you think won? It's not good for us either way, so let's keep moving. So that's what they do. They finally find Guru's home, and Krillin is surprised it's still standing. It's not inconspicuous at all.
No,
it's
just
like this giant, skinny mountain and a huge building on top of it.
I feel like Guru's power level would be like, even, I mean, we don't know that Nail's there yet, but Nail's, they even comment that Nail's power level is higher than anybody that they've run across on the planet of the Namekians.
Yep.
So those scouters, you'd think that would have been like a hot spot, and it may have been one of the first places that they would have gone when they landed on Namek,
right,
where Frieza would have gone. But anyways.
But yeah, I mean, I agree. Not to go away too much, but Nail fights someone who is stronger than Zarbon and holds his own for long enough that he's damn strong. And we have to assume Guru is really strong, at least strong enough to have a power level.
Yes.
So, yeah,
he would have an immense amount of power.
He is like the oldest and wisest, so maybe he can suppress it like incredibly.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
Definitely they should have known someone's up there. But hey, a door opens and there's Nail,
Hey,
just
Nail.
like we were saying. He looks just like Piccolo.
Yep.
And he tells them that Guru has been expecting them. That's confusing. And there's much to discuss. Guru is too weak to move and the end is near for him, so Nail is there to protect him.
Okay.
So they go to Guru. Guru is gigantic.
Like, humongous, like as big as King Piccolo was, and
yes,
like
yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's huge.
He's very big.
Welcome, friend. Is there something I can do to repay your kindness for protecting Dende?
Sure.
Sure, make me super strong.
Yeah.
Back to the newly formed crater, and Vegeta isn't done yet, and he kills some giant bird for reasons, and then he climbs out of the water, filled with vengeance, but very hurt. He will only grow stronger when he heals, and he's coming for Zarbon and Frieza.
So next is Guru's gift. So back to Guru and crew. Shh, Guru is sleeping. He wakes and then pontificates about the situation. Frieza sucks. Frieza wants the Dragon Balls, and the Namekians may all be killed. Good news, though. Krillin wants the Dragon Balls for good, to wish his friends all back.
Hey, that's what everybody who wants evil wishes says,
yes.
though, right?
Next, we learn about Kame. He came to Earth as a child when Namek became barren, and then he created the Dragon Balls on Earth. but they got used up. Guru remembers Kame because he birthed Kame, because Guru is the father of all the Namekians that are on the planet, so he should remember Kame. Kame is from the dragon family, and he has the power to create the Dragon Balls. Kame was killed by Vegeta, if you don't remember that at all, and Guru doesn't believe it. Only one with awesome power could defeat Kame. A Super Saiyan must have done it. And Krillin's like, what?
That was actually a really good Krillin.
You mean you don't know? That's the first mention of a Super Saiyan, correct?
Yes.
In the series.
Yes.
That's the first mention of
We'll
a Super
hear a
Saiyan.
lot more of it, though, in this season.
Yes, they were going to...
And then...
The series becomes Super Saiyan obsessed.
Yes.
It seriously
very much
does.
so.
But that's okay because it's very cool. Next, a mind meld between Guru and Krillin. And bam! Turns out that Piccolo was once the same guy as Kame until Kame purged all the evil from his heart. And that's Piccolo, the evil from Kame's heart. He's kind of come around on things, it seems like, for being a purely evil creation.
Definitely. Kami's a badass.
Yes.
Like, he just goes to this planet, makes Dragon Balls, and then he just gets rid of the evil. Just spits them out.
Just splits himself in half, diametrically, just I'm out of
I don't really
there.
like this evil in my heart anymore. See ya.
And if Piccolo and Kame were one again, it would have taken more than a normal Saiyan to defeat him.
Foreshadowing.
Well, for some reason, Guru decides that Krillin has proven himself and deserves the last available Dragon Ball. Okay, sure.
That's very nice of you.
Wow, thank you, sir. What a nerd.
What a nerd.
What a nerd. Back to Bulma and Gohan, and Bulma is on edge, because that's what Bulma does.
She lives on the edge.
She lives on the edge. And then back to Guru and crew, because we just got to check in.
We gotta just make sure they're still alive, you know.
Bulma and Gohan, and we're back.
And we're back.
Guru has only a few days left to live. Luckily, a few days in DBZ land is about 35 episodes.
You got a full season, buddy.
So Krillin has to gather all 7 Dragon Balls before Guru dies, or they will disappear when Guru dies. Why not just wait out the clock?
Why not just wait out the clock? Or if Frieza's about to make the switch, just take the sacrifice for your planet.
Yeah. There you go. Why wouldn't Guru just be like, I'm going to kill myself?
I'm going to kill myself. As soon as the sky turns black and the dragon comes out, which is Purunga on this planet.
Purunga,
I'm going to kill myself or have Nail kill me or something.
Something, right?
Come on.
I don't know. Well, in all the hubbub, it turns out that Guru can also awaken dormant powers within people. So batter up, Krillin.
Yep.
He gets powered up and can't believe the new level of power that he feels. Krillin immediately finds out that Guru can do this over and over as many times as he wants, so you gotta go do Gohan next, right? You gotta do Gohan next. Krillin heads off to get Gohan very, very fast.
Yep.
And then Guru almost dies. They think he's dead. He's like, I'm not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet.
Smash cut to a yellow guy. He's looking for more Namekians, and all he finds is a destroyed village. And it says Vegeta was here. Basically, that's, And one of the Namekians is going for the Dragon Ball that Vegeta threw in the lake. Yellow guy kills that dude. You worthless Namek trash. But he now knows that Vegeta has the Dragon Ball. Well, had the Dragon Ball, but at least he understands that Vegeta was in possession of the Dragon Ball at one point.
Yep.
Yellow guy kills that dude, so yellow guy beat green guy. See you later. Smash cut to Frieza and Zarbon tells Frieza that he killed Vegeta. And Frieza calls him out. You checked, right? You checked he was dead?
No.
You son of a bitch.
If he would have said that, that would have been amazing.
He does call him an idiot. Though.
Yeah.
You idiot. How do you know that he did not find the Dragon Ball and hit it? It's oddly specific.
That is oddly specific. Like, way too oddly specific.
Yellow guy shows up and confirms that Vegeta had the Dragon Ball and that he hit it. Yellow guy, dead.
You out of here. You killed the only witness, you moron.
Frieza calls in the Ginyu Force. In 5 days, they must be here.
5 days. Is something else happening in 5 days?
Not that I can think of.
No, yeah, I don't think so.
Zarbon doesn't think the Ginyu Force is necessary. So did it seem like Zarbon is afraid of the Ginyu Force?
It's got to be a little bit that he's afraid / he's not going to be the right-hand man anymore.
Maybe that's
they're
more
all
of it.
stronger than him. So.
Maybe that's more of it. I feel like Zarbon is stronger than most of the Ginyu Force, though. Don't you think? maybe
I don't know.
must not be.
I don't. Yeah.
Otherwise, the Ginyu Force would be there already.
Right.
And they'd be calling
There's a
in
chance
Zarbon.
he's stronger than like Goldo or
Yeah.
something, but yeah, I don't know. The Ginyu Force is pretty damn strong.
They are pretty strong. Frieza isn't worried about Krillin and Gohan or the Namekians. He's concerned about the Saiyan that's on Earth, Goku. He's not on Earth anymore, Frieza.
Yeah.
That's why he wants the Ginyu Force. Zarbon still protests, and Frieza sends him away to find Vegeta and the Dragon Ball. Frieza knows that the Saiyans' ability to multiply their strength just by fighting could be a real problem for him. That is why he destroyed Planet Vegeta in the first place, because he's afraid of Saiyans.
Yeah.
I mean, rightly so, should be afraid of Saiyans. Back to Goku, and he's sleeping on the floor, because that's what I do.
Yeah.
And he can barely move. Actually, he can't move at all. Next, we go back to Vegeta on the verge of death, and he gets spotted by Zarbon. That is unlucky for Vegeta. Very unlucky. Gohan, he's training, and Bulma picks up Krillin on the Dragon radar. She also spots the Dragon Ball on the radar that Vegeta hid. Very easy. Very convenient for them. Bad news for Vegeta and Frieza, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Gohan points out that the Dragon Ball is near, so Gohan goes to get it. That seems a little ill-advised at this point. Maybe stick together, wait for Krillin to get over here instead of splitting up more. It seemed a little... Vegeta and Frieza reunited, and Vegeta is in a healing pod. Zarbon wants him healthy before he gets tortured. Also seems ill-advised.
Definitely.
Roll credits on that episode.
You know that makes him stronger, but they're just going to do it.
Yeah, just do it. Let's completely refresh him. He'll come back stronger. I want to torture him while he's stronger.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Well, that ends our suite of episodes for this season, and so we'll move on to the Tree of Might now.
Tree of Might. July 7th, 1990, like we said earlier, we open with a probe of some kind.
Yeah.
And then over to Krillin, Bulma, Gohan, and Oolong.
I'm a fan of Oolong.
Oolong's hilarious.
I'm a fan of Oolong.
He's definitely comic relief for sure. Gohan was prepared very extensively for the camping trip. His mom said he had to come prepared, so he literally has everything, including his schoolwork and bandages for Oolong.
He's always got his schoolwork.
Always got that schoolwork.
He's got
some machine that's supposed to make him smarter when he sleeps.
It's just a cassette deck.
Oh, yeah, just a cassette deck. And then, he's got all sorts of pots and pans and everything that you would never bring.
Never.
But he did.
He did.
Remember that probe? Well, it crash landed on Earth right next to our heroes.
Very convenient.
And it sets the forest on fire. Krillin and Gohan handle the fire like they did on that spaceship for those kids.
Yep.
And Gohan makes a new friend. He saved that dude's life. And now he's got a dragon buddy.
Oh, I want a dragon buddy.
Who doesn't? Icarus. And most importantly, we have a reason to get the Dragon Balls together to wish the forest back to hell.
Yeah.
They got a lot of work ahead of them, though, but Gohan is ready. So cue the opening theme, and this is great. I mean, obviously, they do like the extended opening in these movies, and it's badass. But what a great way to get the Dragon Balls together. Opening credit montage.
Cha-la, head cha-la, cha-la, head cha-la. I don't get that at all, but it's all right.
I don't get it at all, but sure.
It's an interesting thing to, remove the Dragon Balls from this story completely because they go dormant for a year.
Yeah.
So they're using them. Because otherwise you just go get the Dragon Balls, say, hey, Triamite, Shenron, I don't want that Triamite anymore.
Get that out of here.
Although Shenron might be like, but I want that fruit, you bastard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're right. That's true.
I don't know. But it's a good way to it's a good way to get the Dragon Balls out of the story, that's for sure.
So hello, Shenron, the best as always.
Always.
He is so cool.
I love Shenron.
Dragon dude no likey though. Shenron almost annihilates the dragon guy.
Almost. I would not want to be hit by a tail whip from Shenron.
Certainly not. Gohan saves him and wishes the forest back. It shall be done.
There you go.
The wish has been granted that the forest was restored, so the Dragon Balls are scattered once more. Gohan names our dragon guy Icarus. And he is a continuing character throughout the show and side movies, so that's awesome. Next, the probe emerges from the crater and phones home.
Yeah, I mean, there's no, explicit, there's nothing in this story telling us that, Turles sent this thing to
Yeah.
Earth. Obviously he did, but still, like, it's just there and then it's gone and that's it.
Yep.
Okay.
Guessing game.
Yep.
In space with the villains of the movie, they think Earth is the perfect place for the Tree of Might.
Yeah.
Of course. They're Saiyan space pirates, and they know that Goku is on Earth, and they think that he's failing at his job of global domination.
I mean, he did, but
He is. I mean, sort of.
sort of. But it's good for us.
It's good for us, for sure. And the Earth. Goku and Gohan are back home in a barrel of hot water, because that's what they do.
That's what they do.
And they get visited by Icarus. Chi-Chi thinks it's a monster.
No, Mom, it's my new friend.
She doesn't want anything to do with Icarus.
No,
So
she doesn't.
Gohan has been spending too much time with Goku and his friends, and that's the whole reason this is happening, she says to him. She finds them to be a bad influence, and they need a lawyer in the family.
Not another fighter. We need a lawyer
We need
in
a
the family.
lawyer in the family. So Gohan is forced to return Icarus to his family, and Icarus doesn't want to go.
No.
So Goku helps Gohan hide Icarus from Chi-Chi. Yeah, the
That's-
Father of the Year award
Just
there.
lie to your wife.
Just lie to your wife. Just do whatever you want. Flash to Yamcha, and he's got a new car.
Yeah.
He's going to try to win back Bulma.
Boo.
Boo. Piccolo and Yamcha both sense an evil energy in the air, as if darkness approaches.
Dun, dun, dun.
Flash to the space pirates, and the red one is splitting the earth open to plant the Tree of Might.
What's his name? They never say his name in the movie.
Red one.
Red one.
Red one. Knowing how they name people. Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Like it's probably ketchup.
Yeah.
Exploding Yamcha's new ride when he plants that Tree of Might. God damn it. And our space pirates want the fruit from the Tree of Might. So over to Gohan. And he and Icarus are having a grand time gallivanting in the forest. But he's got to head home for lunch. And Icarus notices something in the distance.
But they pan over to that shot, too.
Yeah.
And he sees nothing.
Yeah.
He's just like, okay.
But it's the Tree of Might growing uncontrollably, growing to an enormous size, disrupting everything on Earth. Even King Kai senses what's going on.
I mean, he's kind of like another guardian of Earth in a way, right?
He is,
Yeah.
obviously. And Turles is pumped. He wants to set Earth right by destroying it. The Tree of Might continues to grow, ravaging cities all over the globe, finally reaching its full size, and it's fucking huge.
I love that shot. That's shot from space where
Yeah.
you can see like the canopy of the tree extending, hundreds of miles into the sky. I love that.
Badass.
Thousands of miles into the sky. I don't know. It's really far up there.
And overdue dinner at Goku's. The gang is all there. Not Piccolo, though.
No.
He only needs water. And they are oblivious to what just happened. Finally, Icarus arrives and tries to alert them to the tree, and also gets Gohan and Goku busted.
Pets build character. Come on, Chi-Chi.
So King Kai calls Goku on his brain and gives him the lowdown on the Tree of Might. It sounds serious.
I love that reaction from Goku. Sounds serious. Yeah, it is serious. That's
It
what
is.
the movie's about, buddy.
Yeah, that's why King Kai is talking to you right now. It's serious, okay? It grows the fruit that the eternal dragon eats. The tree is also known as the Tree of Death.
Why is it also known as the Tree of Death?
Yeah.
It's the Tree of Might,
Tree of Might,
Tree of
or
Death.
Tree of Death. So, yeah, I don't get it, because if the fruit is made for Shenron, it's not going to cause any death there.
Right.
Turles eats it later, doesn't cause any death there, so why would it be called the Tree of Death?
Well, and the weirder thing about this, too, to me, was... So Shenron is an inherently good being, correct?
Yep.
But so why would the plant that grows the food that he eats destroy a civilization?
Right.
Destroy a whole planet?
Yeah, and why would it be on villains to plant said tree?
Right.
Like, so no one on Earth knew this existed. Shenron's just fucking starving over here. He needs some fruit, and they don't even know it exists. And then a villain comes to make him the tree for his fruit.
And when does
Sure.
Shenron even eat to begin with? He's
Ever.
only in existence when the Dragon Balls are together. And don't you have a limited amount of time to actually make your wish?
Yeah, like if you fuck around long enough,
Yeah.
he's like, okay, you got like 3 minutes or I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But he doesn't say because I'm starving.
Right.
So
I don't know.
I don't know. I
Maybe
don't get
he
it.
exists in a different plane of reality and he can get his fruit there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But, we're going to say it's called the tree of death, sure. Because it saps all the life out of the planet that it grows on.
Yep.
Okay, that makes a little more sense.
That makes some sense.
The Z Fighters must stop the tree before it completely destroys Earth. And Goku refuses to let that happen.
Thanks, Goku.
So he must face the warriors that planted the tree.
Okay.
And Goku is going to teach them not to mess with this planet. So we're back to Turles and the Space Pirates, and he wants to eat the fruit of the tree with Bear.
He wants to eat the fruit the tree will bear.
Oh.
No, that's okay.
3, 2, 1. And he wants to eat the fruit that the tree will bear.
Yep.
And if he does, his powers will be off the charts. And he's already a pretty strong dude.
Yeah, he is.
That's not good for the Z Fighters.
No.
But Goku fills the rest of the Z Fighters in, and they are springing into action, even Gohan, against Chi-Chi's will. But none of Chi-Chi has anything to say about it, so Goku and crew, minus Gohan and Piccolo, go to the tree and give it their best shot to try to destroy said tree. But it's completely unaffected.
Yeah, they just blast it.
Yeah. Oh, should we try to key blast that thing?
Sure.
Give her the Kamehameha. I don't know. So they head up to the tree and they find space pirates minus Turles. You put this tree on this planet, but you never asked. You should be checking in with the Z Fighters.
At least ask, guys.
Come on. He's sick of that fruit. He doesn't even like it anymore. Gohan, back at home, is looking for Icarus, but he's nowhere to be found.
No.
Nope, he's right there.
He's right there.
So they head off together, back with the pirates, and the fight is on. Yamcha is pissed about that battle cruiser, or that busted cruiser,
He is.
which, why wouldn't you be?
He's not angry that the Tree of Might is destroying the Earth. He's like, I'm going to fight you because you busted my cruiser.
I'm going to fight you because you busted my cruiser. Tien and Chaozu versus Ryzen and Lakase, evenly matched for now. Krillin versus the red guy.
Yep.
He deflects Krillin's Destructo Disc, which is not good.
Yeah, that's basically Krillin's best move.
Yeah. Oops. Best move gone. Yamcha versus Bubblegum Robot.
Yeah, I don't know that guy's name either. Bubblegum Robot.
Bubblegum Robot. He ended up in the bottom of a crater again.
It looks suspiciously like the last time he died.
It definitely does. Goku versus Ponytail. Obviously Goku. Clearly. And Gohan saves Chaozu from Ryzen and hits him with the Masenko Ha.
Yes, he does. It looks like he disintegrates him too, but he didn't. It looked like he disintegrated him. There's a couple of times where I'm like, oh, that guy's dead, and then they're back like a scene later.
Yeah.
All right.
This makes Turles notice Gohan and his power level.
Yep.
And then a headbutt bash.
Yep, right into Raisin again.
And after realizing that Gohan is Goku's son, Turles joins the fight. Turles and Goku look very similar.
Yes, they look because
Very
they were
similar.
born of the same whatever he says.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's why we look exactly alike.
So he's got the Saiyan armor, and then he's got the Scouter on,
Yeah.
So he looks like an evil Goku.
Reminds me of Goku
Black.
Yes.
Goku Black.
Yes,
Dragon Ball Super, go watch it. And he wants to recruit Gohan to conquer the universe, because why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you, right?
He'll probably convince Goku's son
Yeah.
to join me in my quest to destroy the
Yeah.
universe with eternal life. But you can never learn to be a true warrior under Goku's teaching. Not even if you were my father.
Never. Not even if you were my father. Well, finally, Piccolo joins the fight. I'm everything you fear.
Such a badass line, but he doesn't really follow through.
No. Let the boy go. So Turles does. He just throws him at Piccolo.
Later.
And Gohan's like, that was close. And they're like, oh, so glad that we're reunited. And Piccolo gets blasted in the back.
Bum, 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 bum. The movie's over.
It's not like Piccolo to let his guard down that much.
No, definitely not.
That much. Is Turles that fast?
I kind of think it is the fact that Turles is that fast.
Is that fast.
Yeah.
But still, it seems very out of character for Piccolo to just be like, oh, Gohan, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're back with me. I don't know. It was just very weird that he did that.
Definitely.
Very, very, very weird to me. With Gohan under his foot, Turles continues to punish Gohan, making him regrow his tail, right? Made him regrow his tail?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, there it is.
There it is.
Gross,
I was
dude.
trying to get that out of there.
And then transforming Gohan into the giant ape. Let's see that monster inside. It's pretty graphic how he like is holding Gohan's head and like you can see his fingers like basically almost pulling his head apart to keep his eyes open. I do like it. It is very cool. I love the ape anytime they make an appearance. That is
Definitely.
For sure. This is bad news for everyone there.
Everybody.
Gohan is a mindless killing machine.
Yeah.
The younger they are, the more violent the ape is. I like that twist in it. It makes sense because they would be less less able to control that ability. Because when the Saiyans are when multiple of the Saiyans, when they're conquering a planet and they're purposely changing into the ape, they're fairly in control of themselves at that point, where a younger Saiyan like Gohan would not have developed. Because this is what, the second or third time Gohan is transformed into the giant ape?
Yep, at least second.
At least second.
But
so,
we saw when Vegeta did the giant ape, he was in complete control.
Yeah, he was in complete control. Correct. That is very, very correct. Enter Goku. What have you done to my son? Open your eyes, Goku. Bubblegum and Ponytail get blasted.
Yep.
Try this one on for size. I love that. He just goes up right between them.
One of the coolest attacks Goku ever does. That's another one that's in the Toonami intro.
Yeah,
and a lot of
it
these
is.
side movies contribute to all that stuff in the intro.
I wonder why they used so much of that stuff that wasn't really on Toonami. I mean, it was on Toonami, but way less than the actual episodes.
Part of me thinks it's because the animation's so damn good on these side movies.
That makes sense. Because, I mean, it's theatrical, and there's a little extra care taken to the animation, for sure. That makes a lot of sense. Present Dragon Ball Z in its best light.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense. That really makes sense. Left with only one option, Goku flees with Gohan close behind him. He's Kaioken times 10 or whatever at this point, because he's just, lightning bolting, basically, all over the place with that. Pew! Pew! I love that stuff. He has to appeal to Gohan's normal side. Gohan, it's Daddy! Piccolo moves in. We've got to cut off his tail. Yep. And Turles blasts them.
Yeah.
That's it. Your time has come. Gohan and Goku fall into the ground into a massive subterranean lake, and Gohan grabs Goku, still a giant ape, and is crushing him. I can't believe Goku can even stand up to it. There must just be a little bit of Gohan that still is kind of realizing that it's Goku and that he doesn't actually want to kill him, even though he wants to kill him. He's very conflicted inside, I'm sure. Very, very. He wants Turles wants Gohan to crush Goku like a bug on the kitchen floor. Just before Gohan can kill his father, Icarus flies in, calming Gohan. It's pretty interesting that Icarus can do this and Goku couldn't do it, but that's all right.
Just met Icarus
that's
yesterday or whatever today.
And Turles finds this disturbing. He literally just goes, disturbing. Goku, you raised your son to be too much like an earthling. That was the point.
Yep.
So Turles blasts Icarus, enraging Gohan even further. But instead of going for Goku like Turles was probably hoping was going to happen, Gohan turns his sights to Turles. Turles unleashes a donut of power. I love that. I love the way it looks, but it just reminded me of a giant donut of power. That probably would have killed Gohan, I'm assuming, even in his ape form.
Yep.
Goku manages to remove Gohan's tail, though, with his own Destructo disc of whatever.
With his own blue Destructo disc. I totally forgot that even existed.
It does.
So that ain't good for Krillin. Your number one go-to move. Goku can just do it.
Just do it.
And he doesn't even name it. He's just like...
It's probably the first time he's ever tried it.
Yeah.
He's just like, pew.
Damn, that's easy. That's the best you got, Krillin?
Well, this makes Gohan de-transform, untransform. Yeah, one of those words, which makes Gohan avoid the energy blast that Turles shot at him because he just shrinks on down to him.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Goku catches a new Gohan. No need for that,
No
really.
need for that.
No need for that. Gohan passes out. You did a good job today. Now it's time for Daddy to take over. Turles, this ends now! Flash to an amusement park, and the Tree of Might is still doing its thing, destroying everything and absorbing all the energy it can. The fruit is nearly ripe. It was when I was watching this movie, so I didn't mention this before we started the podcast, but this was homework for me.
Yeah.
I had never seen this movie in completion, maybe seen a scene or two here and there, like you said,
The
at
intro stuff.
and Toonami and stuff like that. So when they flash to the first shot of the tree of the fruit ripening, it had a weird like reverse negative effect on my eyes when I was watching on TV, and for the life of me I was like, what the fuck is that? What is going on the screen? And then it flashed back a second time and I'm like, what? I don't understand what they're showing me. And then finally when it became ripe and red, I was like, oh, it's the fruit. I can actually see it and it's correct, whatever. It was like the blue dress, gold dress thing for me. I was just like completely puzzled until what was on the screen. That was for sure. Goku is squaring off against Turles with all the Z fighters beaten. Turles and his cronies take on Goku. But let's not forget, this isn't a spectator sport.
Hey.
Piccolo attacks Turles with stretchy arms.
Yeah.
I love those stretchy arms. He needs more stretchy arm action in his life.
Does.
I love that. It's very Dulcim-esque. But Turles blasts Piccolo with little effort. Goku beats the underlings very easily.
Yeah.
Leaving Turles versus Goku. Finally.
Right.
Finally. I will never surrender, but I'm going to destroy you. Like, Turles just doesn't get it.
Nope.
Doesn't get the fact that Goku will never surrender, even
Right.
in the face of death. Like, certain death. Although, I gotta assume that Goku kind of understands that I got this guy.
I got
this guy. And the earth continues to wither. The fruit has finally ripened, so let the main event continue. Goku and Turles are going blow for blow, and that is until Turles grabs the fruit and eats it. I mean, that was his plan the whole time. You thought I was strong before? Watch this. Goku is outmatched and gets blasted into the ground.
Getting his ass kicked.
Yes, it was a very cool... I love that shot of Turles blasting Goku out of the tree and just slamming into the base of the tree. I thought that was very cool. I love that a lot.
Do you wonder watching it why he only takes one bite?
I don't know. That's a very good question. Why not devour the whole thing as fast as you can?
That's all you need is one bite.
One
the rest
bite.
is garbage. I don't know. He just takes one bite, crushes the rest, and then I'm just thinking, what if you ate the whole fruit?
Maybe you would have won, Turles.
Yeah.
Maybe you would have won. Spoiler alert. A cocky Turles thinks nothing can stop him, not even Goku. It's useless to fight against me. Kaioken times 20 isn't even enough to stop Turles.
It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, literally
is
nothing.
Really surprising.
It's definitely a little much.
A little much, but
Like-
I guess you got to represent, you got to show how powerful the Tree of Might's fruit can make you.
Yeah, if I'm Goku, I'm just gonna take a fucking bite of the fruit and kick the shit out of Turles after that. But
Turles releasing unrelenting blasts into Goku's body. When are you going to get it? I can't be beat. A beaten Goku is unconscious on the ground until he gets some brain messages from his friends. They give him the power to continue. Must stand up. I didn't know that they could all communicate telepathically with each other, but they can. They can.
yeah, they can.
They can. Do you think that would be something very useless or useful for them to do for the rest of time? But
Right.
That's okay. That's
And
okay.
Yeah, no, is it because they're on the same planet they can do
Maybe.
this? Because when Goku's with King Kai, he has to touch his shoulder to
Right.
talk to them.
Yes.
But like apparently they can just do that if they're on Earth together.
Maybe we should take it more as a figurative thing that Goku is thinking, like Piccolo would say this,
That could be it too.
Chaozu would say this, Yamcha would say this, so maybe we're supposed to take it that way, but
Yeah.
the way it's presented, we should be taking it very literally.
Right.
Just don't think about it don't think about it too much. Turles is strong, but not unbeatable. I must go on for Gohan and the others. So Goku goes to his ace in the hole, the Spirit Bomb.
Yeah.
While the others keep Turles busy. That's about all they're good for, is just keeping him busy for a
Yep.
little bit. Goku draws all the energy he can from Earth and its people, growing the Spirit Bomb. Take this, Turles! And Turles blasts the Spirit Bomb out of the sky.
Never seen that done before.
That's not good.
No.
It's so like unprecedented that they have to explain it.
Yeah.
That there wasn't
literally.
enough energy left on Earth for him to make a good Spirit Bomb,
Right.
basically. So what can stop Turles? Who knows? Nobody knows. Movie's over.
Yep. Smash cut credits.
With Earth nearly sapped of all its energy and Goku down and out, there's only one thing that Goku can do: eat some of the fruit himself.
Yeah.
So when he is reaching, like, is Goku almost dying? Like, going for the light at the end of the tunnel?
I've got to assume that
Like,
he's basically on his last breath
Yeah.
of consciousness. Like,
it must be, because
Yeah.
that's what I thought. I'm like, I mean, they do that fade in from the fruit to the light to make you see that Goku is reaching for the fruit, but it has those vibes of Goku is almost dead.
right, there's
Like,
that little light at the end of the tunnel.
light at the
Also,
end of the
he's
tunnel.
nowhere close to the fruit.
And he's
But
reaching
he's
for
just
it.
reaching. He's like, I need Piccolo's arm right now.
Oh, boy. Goku gets up to make one last stand. Turles! Not you again. How did this happen? I have the power of nature inside. Question marks?
Charles is like, what the fuck does that mean?
And then it's like an Old West showdown. One of them might as well have just been like, draw! You know?
Yeah, seriously.
Goku hits Turles with another spirit bomb. Is
Yep.
he still holding on to that power from the last
He only
spirit
gave
bomb?
him half of the energy
There
the
you
first
go.
time.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
another
yeah.
spirit bomb, sending Turles through the tree, destroying both Turles and the tree. Cool way to.
Cool.
It was cool. Turles is in like extreme agony.
Yeah,
Getting
definitely.
blasted through that tree. It's a
Yep.
very cool animation of his face and body traveling very fast through the tree. I thought that was very cool. I really liked it. The tree explodes, sending all the energy it collected back around the world in a beautiful golden energy snow, restoring the earth. And another completely unnecessary nude Gohan shot. Balance has been restored to the beautiful earth. That's a weird line, but that's what it is. Balance has been restored to the beautiful earth. Everything is back to normal for our Z fighters. Roll credits.
Hey.
Oh boy. Did you like the end credit song too?
Yeah.
Dragon, Dragon.
Dragon, Dragon.
Oh, I liked it. I liked it a lot. So, final opinions, Trav. Did you like it?
I love it.
Of course. What's not to like?
Yeah, I like all these side movies,
Yes.
even though you have to accept that they don't really happen. But
Right.
there's a lot, if you pay attention to this movie, that is like reworked into what's coming up.
Yeah.
So there's, an evil Goku looking character.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about Goku Black.
No.
But I'm not going to tell you, listeners, because you got to watch. But there's that going on.
Yep.
There's a lot of this like similar shit that gets reworked, just like they do in Super. But in Super, they actually kind of use almost all the content from the movie and put it in the show.
Yeah.
This is more like the ideas of what happened in this movie
Yeah.
will happen later in this season.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. What did you think of the 3 episodes that we talked about?
I really like. We're getting into the badass shit of Namek right
Absolutely.
now. So I love it. I love seeing Zarbon. That he is a badass. It's like the first decent transformation we've seen of any villain to this point.
Yes.
Kind of foreshadowing there's going to be some more of that going on for
Yes.
sure. And yeah, just seeing any like Vegeta heavy episodes, I love it. So.
Yeah, there's nothing not to love about Vegeta heavy episodes. And I've just, from watching these episodes this season, I've always liked the episodes that have taken place on Namek. And I think I even said before earlier this summer that I wish more episodes would take place on Namek. But there's just something about the setting of the fights being on Namek, the Namekians themselves, just everything about the setting especially, I just really like about this season. And these 3 episodes specifically, like you said, Vegeta heavy is very fun. I love seeing the fact that Vegeta is getting beaten and knowing that he's going to come back even stronger, because those fights between Goku and Vegeta are just so crazily epic that without these lead-up episodes, they just wouldn't hold the candle to what's going to be coming, which is absolutely amazing. And as for the Tree of Might, it's interesting for me to watch the Tree of Might immediately after having watched episodes from an actual season of DBZ,
Mm-hmm.
because if these movies, they make me think, like, this is what I wish more of Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z. Yes, there's tons of filler. People make fun of the filler all the time. We make fun of the filler all the time. But these condensed, almost like Tree of Might could have been easily a whole season of Dragon Ball Z, a whole saga, the Tree of Might saga, but it's condensed down into an hour. The action is like nonstop. Seeing something like this in a theater, I would feel very at home watching something like this in a theater. There's like hardly any downtime in all of the Tree of Might, and I really like that about these movies, these DBZ movies, is they're just so action packed, you know, and it just they get to the story, they get to what's going on, and everything is happening just bam, bam, bam. Yes, the editing is a little bit much because they still try to do the whole like flashing between the multiple storylines, and it's evident when we talk about the seasons, but it's even more evident when we talk about the movies. That's okay. I like to know what's going on with everybody, and I like that stuff. All in all, Tree of Might is my favorite of the two movies that we've done this summer. Tree of Might is great. I will be watching this one again. I just love everything about Tree of Might.
This one is for sure better than The World's Strongest.
Yes.
To this point, Dead Zone is still my favorite of the three that we watched. But
which one's next? Lord Slug? Is that
Lord
the next?
Slug is next. That one is one I never saw as a kid, but I own it now, so I've seen it. But
I've never seen
that
Lord
was
Slug.
Right over my head. Never saw it, but it's good. You will like it.
You know, we've talked about this before, but I'm surprised that I didn't seek these out because I know that these characters exist.
Yeah.
But I never seek them out to try to figure out who these characters are or anything like that. I just never did it. So
this one is
exciting for me.
Very different, and Icarus will be back for this movie.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's very, very awesome. Well, Trav, unless you have anything else to say. All right, why don't you hit me? Oh, before you hit me with any type of breakdown, we need to talk about the homework assignment.
We should probably do that.
This is a listener request, and it's The Ghost and the Darkness from 1996, directed by Stephen Hopkins, written by William Goldman, based on The Man-Eaters of Tsavo by John Henry Patterson, produced by Gail Ann Hurd, Paul B. Radden, and A. Kitman Ho. That's a great name. I like that name. Starring Michael Douglas as Charles Remington, Val Kilmer, R.I.P., as Colonel John Henry Patterson, John Canny as Samuel, Brian McCarty as Angus Starling, Bernard Hill as David Hawthorne, Puri as Abdullah, Tom Wilkinson as Sir Robert Beaumont, Emily Mortimer as Helena Patterson, Henry Klee as Mahina, cinematography by Vilmos Zsigmond. That's a name for you right there. Edited by Robert Brown, Roger Bondelli, and Steve Merkovich. Music by Jerry Goldsmith. Produced by Constellation Films and Douglas Ruther Productions. Distributed by Paramount Pictures. It was released October 11th, 1996. It had a budget of $55 million. It made $75 million in 1996, and that is $154.2 million in 2025. Like I said, thanks to Mr. Crush for recommending this one. I'm excited to do it.
Probably
I got it.
Been like a year ago that he recommended.
I remember telling him it's on the list, and I think that was in January, and I'm like, it's on the list for October.
Right.
I have this one on DVD and VHS. I almost bought it on Laserdisc because it was at Toontown on Laserdisc, but I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with a Laserdisc? I don't need to have this around my house, so I can't wait to probably watch this one on VHS at least once. So that'll be fun.
Toontown coming in clutch because that's where I got the DVD for this too. This is going to be homework for me, so I'm excited. Have I seen this on TV? I think that I've seen this on TV. Is it homework for me? Definitely is homework for me. Definitely is homework for me. Yeah, mad shout out to Toontown. I know you guys are listeners, so yeah, big time.
Mad shout out to Toontown. You guys help support this podcast in ways that you don't even know.
Hey, and I know Crush is listening to this DBZ episode because they're his favorite. So you're welcome for finally getting to this.
You're
but
welcome.
I am excited to see Val Kilmer in something again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
It's been since Batman.
Top Gun.
Top Gun, yeah,
which we
Iceman.
did right after.
Yeah,
Batman.
so basically the
it's
same
been
distance.
about 3 years.
Dang, man, dang. All right, Trav, you hit me with that outro, please.
Let's do it. We got one email today, and it says, "Your suffering will be legendary, even in hell." This one comes from Man Bear Pig. Greeting, old chaps. Just wanted to let you know, you and the listeners know, that you should check out your Mom's House podcast, episode 824.
Okay.
He says, Christina interviews Doug Bradley, a.k.a. Pinhead, and it is very cool to get some backstory to the man that terrorized us all as kids. Turns out he is quite the intellect and very funny. I don't want to spoil anything, just so you know, go check it out. You will not be disappointed.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right.
That'll be cool.
We're going to have Your Mom's House.
Your Mom's House, episode 824.
824. Someday, Trav, it's going to be Overdue Homework Podcast, episode 824.
Hey. Yeah, we did Hellraiser 2 Halloweens ago. Yeah. That was a suggestion from Jake over at the Triple Falls podcast.
Yeah.
And that was homework for me because I had never seen it. I really enjoyed it. On that note, he says, if you do Summer of Sequels again next year, then Hellraiser 2 has to be in the lineup.
I think that's a good call.
I can get on board with that. And as always, DBZ sucks. You suck! I don't know, just kidding. Thank you for emailing us. Don't be afraid to email us anything. Tell us we suck. And make sure you email us at podcast@overduehomework.com. And make sure you're following us on those socials, Instagram and Facebook at Overdue Homework Podcast. Follow the YouTube channel at Overdue Homework Podcast. Like and subscribe. Send us in more requests. If you want to hear your requests in 2 years, send it in. We'll get to it. We're going to add it to the list. And yeah, make sure, as always, you tune in to the next exciting episode of the Overdue Homework Podcast.